All right. Hi. Welcome back, Attorney Steve Vondran. We got another exciting episode here for you today of Litigation Whiteboard Mini. I got my new Mini here. Check this out. Do you love this? It's my new Mini for my seat here, so I can move around. I can be busy working on something. I can say, you know what? I need my fans, my peeps. I need them to know this. I can write it up there on the board and do it real quick while I'm busy in my day. So this is really cool. Today we are talking about a very important topic: bench trial versus jury trial. Now, did you even know there was a difference? Did you even know? Bench trial and jury trial. So basically, when you have a trial, you have somebody that's going to be the finder of fact. Okay, some people say, well, you know, the facts are clear, the facts are known, here's the facts. Well, usually before a trial, the parties will stipulate to certain facts, which may or may not be a lot of things. I stipulate he was driving in a car, or I stipulate the weather was 80 degrees that day. I stipulate there was no rain, those kinds of things. But anything else, like the light was green or the light was red or the light was yellow, that could be a question of fact. Now, who makes the decision when that becomes a fact? Well, it's either the bench or the jury. So as a litigant, you have the right to ask for either one. You may say, well, I want a bench trial, meaning the judge, whoever's sitting as the judge. Or you may say, I want a jury. I want a jury of my peers to hear all the facts. And that's usually like 6 to 12 people. So without further ado, let's head to the mini litigation whiteboard. See, I don't even have to move too much. This is pretty cool. So what are the pros and the cons? That's what we're talking about here today. Why would you choose one over the other? And remember, when in your complaint or in your answer to a complaint, you're going to want to stipulate. Do you want a jury trial? You better put it in there, because the old saying is raise it or waive it. If you raise it or potentially waive it. So put what you want if you want a jury trial. Now, let's take a look. A bench trial, usually lawyers think of this as the case that may be a little more complicated, maybe a patent infringement case, maybe a copyright infringement case, something where this may be beyond the realm of knowledge of a jury. You may need a bunch of experts over here if you're going to use a jury. And you may say, well, you know, it would be easier just to try it to the judge, try the case to one person, the judge. Maybe the judge has a clerk that helps him or her. But the nice thing about a bench trial is in pretrial proceedings, you may have had a motion to dismiss in your case. You may have had a motion for summary judgment in your case. The judge can be very familiar with your case. And so that can make it a lot of times a lot easier for the judge just to make a decision and a ruling on the case. Now, sometimes you want to see how is it going with the judge. Does the judge seem to be open to my opinions? Or is the judge always rolling his eyes going, oh, here goes Vondran again. Anyway, so pretrial education, going through the process. The jury, you're going to see them for the first time. They're men and women from the community that get the card that tells them to come on in. A lot of people don't like to come to jury duty, so you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, as Forrest Gump would say. So they have never heard your case. They don't know what you're even going to be talking about. In this instant, with the bench, the judge, the judge already knows what's going on, so you can save time. This can be less expensive, okay? This can be more expensive because you're choosing a jury. As I have here, you're choosing a jury, okay? So when you come in, there may be a room full of people. You get to ask questions of each potential juror. If you don't like something, you have challenges. You have certain peremptory challenges where you can say, sorry, judge, I think this person's going to be biased. It's not going to work out. So you have this process. And also in line with that down here is you have consultants. Okay, now this is a whole business for people to have a jury consultant. And these are pretty well-paid people. If you're into psychology, this is a great career. If you want to look into it, I would love to do that. That would be a lot of fun. But of course, I love being a lawyer more. What else? Over here, complex issues. As I mentioned, you may need experts here. But when you come here to the judge may be very experienced. A lot of judges are 15, 20 plus years of litigation practice, so they may be familiar with patent issues or copyright issues or other complicated issues like RICO, civil RICO statutes, things like that. Also, with a judge, you can look at their prior decisions. You can kind of get a sense of who your judge is, how he or she may think about a certain issue. There's other published cases out there, so you can go look around and do more research and decide, do I want a bench, do I want this judge, or do I want to maybe take my chances with a fresh set of eyeballs? Okay, so that's a bench trial. This is a jury trial. Now, this is the part I wanted to highlight here. Most people don't know. I'm just going to put this right here. These three. In a state court case, you're usually going to have 12 jurors. Check with your states. Every state's different. I'm going off California. So you could have 12 jurors. And in a civil case, you would need at least nine jurors to get your verdict, to get the verdict you want. So if you don't get that as a plaintiff, you lose. If it's a criminal case, as we know in criminal cases, UN, I put UN, that's not United Nations, that is unanimous. I need a unanimous decision. All jurors must agree, or you have what's called a hung jury. A hung jury, which could lead to a mistrial. The judge will usually try to get them back in there, give them what's called a dynamite charge, get them up there, get back in there. But in federal cases, this is FRC, what's this, Rule 48, and that talks about you need a minimum of 6 jurors, no more than 12. Again, even in a civil case, this is your takeaway from the day, little trivia that you can fool even your average lawyer with. How many lawyers in a federal case? Well, it can be 6 up to 12. Regardless, even if it's a civil case, it has to be what? UN? Unanimous decision, okay? So that's just a quick breakdown of bench versus jury. If you're not sure in your case, get yourself a good civil litigation law firm, one like ours, and we can help you make those types of decisions. But that's an overview, general legal information only, not legal advice. And that's your bench versus jury. Waive it, state what you want, or waive it, okay? Hope this has been helpful. You can find us on the web for more information at attorneysteve.com. That's attorneysteve.com, the first name in legal services. So you're there. You're the first to see my mini litigation whiteboard. So hope you guys all have a great day, a great week. I got lots more videos coming. Make sure to subscribe. And don't be afraid to give me a like. It's not going to hurt you. Just slap that button. Slap it. Slap it. Bye now.